As part of the farming operations developed in South America by Pergam's investors, the company Campos del Paraguay Sociedad Anónima was incorporated early in 2013 under Paraguayan law. In June 2013, the company acquired a 4,556-hectare farm called Salitreque, located in the south of the country, 330 kilometers from Asunción and 100 kilometers from Encarnación. The property is situated along the river Tebicuari, a tributary to the Paraná River. At purchase, the property was 100% dedicated to extensive livestock operations, and our strategy was to convert it into intensive rice cultivation. All the studies and technical plans were launched during the third quarter 2013. At the end of 2013, development work began as follows. Construction of a reservoir of 480 hectares in size, dedicated to store water in case of an extended period of low water level in the river in a dry period. Build-up of a water pumping station next to the river with the installation of 4 pumps, each with a 2,600-liter flow per second in order to redistribute water in the irrigation system. Build-up of a water repumping station, which includes 2 pumps with a 1,600-liter flow per second to redistribute water. Construction and development of 72 kilometers of irrigation channels and 80 kilometers of drainage canals. Development of an internal road network of 125 kilometers. Design and preparation of plots to sow 3,200 hectares of rice. Construction of 3 silos with an aggregate capacity of 9,000 tons for rice storage and 2 dryers. Development of several administrative buildings, storage facilities, and houses for the employees. 3,200 hectares allocated to rice production, of which a little more than half of the surface is irrigated by gravity and the rest through water pumping. The water from the river or the reservoir is distributed from the main pumping station next to the river. Development and construction phases were completing during the third quarter 2015 after being interrupted several times by heavy rainfalls that plagued the region. However, we were able to prepare 1,325 hectares of land to be sowed during the 2015-2016 cycle. In order to make the project self-sufficient, we built 3 silos from Kepler Weber, each with a 3,000-ton capacity, which will allow us to store 35% of the annual production at maturity. The remaining production will be stored in bags. The 3,200 hectares sowed at maturity should produce more than 28,000 tons of rice or 24,000 tons of paddy rice once dried. The dryers have a daily capacity of 600 tons. The loading ballast has a daily capacity of 10 to 15 trucks. We produce paddy rice. For diversification purposes and to address local market specificities, we decided to produce 2 varieties of rice. Irga 424, more resilient to the climate of the area, but for which the export demand to Brazil is less important. Puita, our premium rice, which sells for a higher price on the export market than the other variety, but has a lower yield. The major production steps are as follows. Ground surface leveling and the implementation of the irrigation of the plots. Land preparation, weeding, fertilizer application, etc. Sowing period is from September to mid-November. In February, the harvest begins. After being harvested, dried, and stored, our rice is then ready to be delivered to our local or export clients.